Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the Jaguar's Den. This space is dedicated to anyone on a path of deep healing, intuitive awakening, and overcoming toxic traits or karmic cycles that are damn near impossible to break free from. Now, I'm about to get into a Capricorn placement monthly energy forecast, which is where I'm going to break down the energy influences week by week for the month of July. Keep in mind, this is only part one of your reading. If you want part two, you can check the link in the description box for more details. And in part one, you will get insight on your current objective for July, as well as your talent or skill, what you lack, the beneficial influence going in your favor or helping you in the situation, as well as the promise of progress and the outcome. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. I already laid out your cards. Okay, so first week, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Keep in mind, this may have already happened since it's a Sunday. Have the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups. So maybe you had an unexpected love offer, an unexpected job opportunity, or something come up. Good news was on your side. Let's see. Later court. Interesting. Spirit, can you clarify the Wheel of Fortune Knight of Cups for week one as it pertains to career? I don't know why I always do career first. Let's see. Okay, Wheel of Fortune Knight of Cups as it pertains to career. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Devil. What the what? So maybe it was some slow progress, but you were finally able. Okay, so this can be one or two things. Either it has been taking a long time for a toxic family member, friend group, or just some collaboration to come to you that is toxic. Four Wands, I'm getting family. Something that's supposed to be seemingly happy, but it's really toxic. This is kind of giving the energy of going along to get along, especially since Five of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, can you tell me more about this Devil? Well, Capricorn, that's you. So maybe, okay, so the Devil. I'm so sorry, Capricorn. You know, just because it's the Devil doesn't mean it's bad. If this pertains to career, it could be that after a long period of time, you're finally able to connect to a successful or abundant connection or interaction or setup. But it could also be that you're connecting with somebody. Now, the Devil was clarified by the Six of Swords, King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. So maybe there was a toxic individual that was coming at you, Capricorn, but you in this Nine of Pentacles energy decided to step away and leave in this King of Pentacles energy like, I thought I looked good enough. I thought I had enough going on. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. That was for relationships, even though I said career. But maybe it was somebody asking to work with you that was toxic. Child, take it as it resonates. Let's see. Can you give me another spirit if that didn't work out? If that didn't resonate for the collective? What is another scenario if that didn't work out for? If that didn't resonate with my collective? The Tower, Ace of Swords. Wheel of Fortune is a tower, so maybe there was some shaken foundations, but ultimately things worked in your favor. It was like a sudden surprising communication, maybe. The moon with ulterior motives, page of swords at the bottom of the deck. Maybe somebody's watching you. Somebody was like watching you, trying to give you an offer, be it business or career, trying to start something with you. So, but I don't know. Maybe it was more burdensome than they thought, or it ended quickly, crash and burn. I was like, okay, time to move on. Disappointment. All right. So that's week one. Keep in mind that should have already happened. All right. If that doesn't resonate with you, then I'm probably sure the rest of the reading won't. But anywho, moving right along, for those that did resonate with, that is week one. Week two, you have the Ace of Cups and the Chariot. So maybe it was a painful ending, but you had to move on to stay in alignment. Maybe the Wheel of Fortune, some kismet, some fated scenario gave you the opportunity to move on. That probably left the Knight of Cups in regret or remorse or in sadness, or something good happens that moves you forward, that makes you feel an overwhelmingly amount of love. Okay. It's definitely an ending that the angels are the angels aren't, well, I almost said surprised. Maybe the angels are surprised that you went this route, but it's also that the angels are happy and they support your decisions with the seven, because I know sevens are all about that in numerology. Yeah, potential and ambitions. So your potential and ambition will help you close out a cycle. Let's see. Itty me, and Timothy. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune rests in an ancient grove covered with moss, etched with mysterious symbols marking the ceaseless flow of life's cycles. So maybe you did just end a cycle this past week, and you're about to start a whole new cycle. And I don't know if you're new to this soul healing journey, but the minute spirit realizes that you got this healing thing, they just gonna keep throwing triggers at you until like you learn how to heal from them and your nervous system is no longer affected by them. On this soul healing journey, spirit is trying to heal everything, okay? Everything that is holding you back from your true self. And sometimes those things, those blockages can be difficult to work through. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable. It can make other people around you uncomfortable, which can in turn make you feel uncomfortable being comfortable around them. So just keep that in mind, y'all. But anywho, so you have to remember that fate is ever turning, weaving both fortune and challenge into our journey. You have to embrace the unknown and trust the cycles of life. And with every shift, whether fortune or challenge, holds the potential of growth and renewal. Okay. So I don't know, it looks like you got some growing pains going on for the month of July. All right, so let's just clarify major, court, minor. Can you clarify the Chariot and the Ace of Cups for week 2 for my Capricorns? Queen of Cups, King of Swords. So maybe it was a Queen of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer energy that's maybe a little closed off in their intense. Maybe they're emotionally, I want to say emotionally avoided. They don't express their emotions. So they may come to you, but they may not tell you the real reasons why they come to you. They may hide their true emotions, but they may come towards you for week 2, but with this King of Swords, it's looking like you blocking them. Or maybe you turned your back on somebody that was too hard and stern to you. Maybe it was somebody that you moved on from that had a mean spirit, that was very, they were less emotional. And I don't know, something about controlling, authoritative, it is what it is, just left them feeling hurt. All right. Now, can you tell me more about this King of Swords? It could also be that you pushing your emotions aside so you can move forward and get what you need to get done for the month of July. So, what is that? King of Swords was clarified by 10 of Cups, the Star, and the Hermit. So, maybe out of this family group, there was one star that stuck out. I'm assuming that's you, Capricorn. You know, this your reading, so I would hope nobody else is the hero, the star in your reading. So, you got somebody in hermit mode watching you shine, being mad because they're blocked off. What is this? Because you had like I've seen a toxic family or friend group before. So was it somebody that may have like been jealous of you before or something? Whatever it is, you're balanced about it. Can you clarify this Queen of Cups? Damn. So you got Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. So if this is you with this Queen of Cups turning your back to this King of Swords, this could be both energies with you, and you're just doing this to different people or different energies for this week. But maybe you are the one that likes to keep your feelings to yourself and just move on and just try to navigate your trying to balance decisions, making head over heart decisions, because knowing some type of energies will just hold you up and waste your time. So you're happy being single or happy not being involved in this friend group, business thing, or work community. Yeah, Two of Wands, you got plans. Okay. Major, do it again, minor, don't. Alright, so can you give me another interpretation? I guess for career, because I think that was mainly relationships. Maybe this is work relationships. Anywho, can you give me an interpretation for relationships for week 2? Alright, Six of Cups, Empress. So you're moving on for your past and you're starting to embrace this Empress life. Or you moved on from a Scorpio, you're transitioning and you're putting that love back into yourself. What is it? People will pay you for what you do with your intuition, whether you do your intuition. I'm hearing music, but maybe you do art. I'm seeing this person with tattoos on their arms, so maybe you do tattoos, maybe you do some type of artistic work. That, or just some type of work that requires you to use your intuition. A lot of people think using your intuition is just like what is that? Just like doing tarot. Well, that's what I'm doing now. But no, like you can use your intuition in healthcare, in courtrooms, because if you're like in law enforcement, having to be able to use your intuition and trust your gut to make the right decisions. When you know you're around toxic people or liars or people that try to manipulate the system, whatever you do. Okay, so it's funny because I was reading a book today and they said the top 3 things that keep people from trusting their intuition is previous religious doctrine, or just religious, being part of religious things, like feeling like, oh, okay, well, God says, what is it? Because they said that some religions enforce you to put on the mindset that you are not able to take care of yourself. You don't have the capability to manifest, and you need a savior or something. Granted, there is a higher being, but they say that there's a comforter, there's the Holy Spirit to come with us. What's the Holy Spirit? The intuition. And so a lot of times people, especially, they come to tarot, they overindulge themselves in tarot, looking for an answer, looking for this and that, when they can easily go inward. And that's why with my readings, I try to give information to help you work through the mindset blocks so you can think for yourself. But the other 2 things was being closed minded, not really having that open growth mindset, being curious as to that little voice inside of you, and also being too stuck to scientific findings. And which is funny because some people don't believe your intuition is scientific, but if you understand quantum physics, it's just, I don't know. Anyhow, but yeah, that's that on that. Can you tell me more about this 6 of Cups for week 10? 3 of Wands. So maybe there's somebody from your past, somebody from your home that wants to take action after watching you. That's crazy. Because if it's home, it would be like they would. 6 of Cups, somebody from your past. It may be somebody that is distant from you that is watching you and wants to take action towards you. Could be an Aries or Scorpio. Could also have air signs with this Page of Swords. Could be a Gemini. But yeah, they're watching you take action to move on from your past, and they see you elevating into this Empress energy, and now they want to come to you. That's crazy. It's like, where is the genuine? Because you know what? I had to take a class on resilience. And one of the things that they said to be resilient is to keep a steady rapport with people. And I'm getting the energy of somebody that did not keep rapport, and maybe they were so used to them giving you the bare minimum, Capricorn, that when you finally said, I don't want anything from you, they're just like, oh, wait, what? You don't want my bare minimum? And so I don't know. Can you clarify this Empress? Ooh. So this can be one or 2 things. The Empress was clarified by the 7 of Swords and the Magician. So either you are trying to navigate away from this individual that is watching you, trying to take action towards you and move on, or there is a mother figure or a baby mama, especially it could be somebody in your marriage now, because the Emperor is at the bottom of the deck, that could be deceptive and trying to manipulate a situation. Okay. And you know what? It could be for financial reasons because they see you as this Empress energy. All right, so that's week 2. Moving on to week 3. You got Justice and 7 of Pentacles. So what I'm getting for that week 3, maybe you will be, okay, so if this is going for work, you are just reveling in your accomplishments, just sitting back and resting. Maybe you are on the brink of burnout, but you're just like, you know what, let me just rest. Well, this is predictive, so wait 3 weeks. 2 weeks, because week 1 is already passed. So it could also be there is somebody stuck around you that is getting karmic justice, and it could be you in this justice energy that is weighing people out for their integrity and intent for why they're coming with you. So maybe just after you moved on, you're just like, okay, you're picker. After weeding out toxic people, um, your picker is correct. Like you know how like a compass can be broken. Like your compass is working by week 3 because you just scanning people. You looking for balance, and you are happy to stay exactly where you are until this is like giving the energy of like somebody who is like, I won't get out of bed for less than 10K. So if anybody comes trying to persuade you, hey, why don't you come out for $5, $10, 20, 200, 9,000? It's like, no, I said nothing less than 10K. And so you're just like, He's like, oh. And if somebody says, oh, yeah, come for 10K, you looking at them like, are you really going to do, where's the 10K? And if you see that they have some bullshit, some excuses or something, you're like, no, buddy. No. I ain't coming with it. Now, it could be somebody that is scanning you down, trying to interpret your actions. Can you clarify justice as it pertains to relationships for my Capricorn spirit? Oh wow, justice was clarified by justice. So maybe this is karmic justice is coming in the bout of you at work. Anything else? Oof. Okay, major court, minor, which one's first? Okay. So I know I say relationships, but I'm getting work here because justice and justice came out. But somebody is going to, okay, if this is relationships, maybe somebody is going to look at the way that they handled you and realize they shot themselves in the foot and want to come back correct. Because maybe what they thought was fair really wasn't fair. And they're like, okay, I fucked up. Let's see. Because for justice to come out twice, child. Yeah, so justice sits at the table of judgment, her scales carefully weighing a heart against a feather, symbols of integrity and purity of intent. So if this is in the workplace, maybe if you had a boss, if you had somebody that was throwing their weight around, that was doing some funky stuff that wasn't kosher, somebody higher up is going to look at their intent and be like, oh, hell no, something's not right. Like, they're going to dead it. And then they're going to come and try a traditional manner. And considering how the Hierophant is over the Seven of Pentacles, maybe that's an accomplishment that'll happen for you. It could also be something that could leave you stagnant. But because the Seven of Pentacles is behind the Hierophant. So whatever happens, it's going to stop whatever stagnancy was happening for you. So you will no longer be stagnant. And so the Hierophant is pushing things, something, it's like, that betrayal, that is not, we're not accepting that anymore. And so it's like they're pushing whoever was being an injustice, they're pushing them out the way. so that you can work the way that you need to work. But this could be the same thing with relationships now. You looking at stuff and you want a equally balanced relationship that's fair with truth, equality, and clarity and balance. And it also says cause and effect under this on this justice card. So maybe somebody that betrayed you or did something wrong, they gonna be looking at the causes and the effects of their actions. Judgment is at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Somebody fucked up. Somebody at work fucked up. Okay? Either somebody at work fucked up, somebody at home fucked up. There was some fucking up happening. Okay? So that's that on that. Hold up. They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. They don't love you like I love you. Back up. Okay? So what am I getting? That's like you recognizing maybe somebody picked somebody over you, either at work and relationships, or somebody treated other people better than you, or it was more their intent was off with you, whatever it is. And so with that song Hold Up, it's like, hold on now, I know I treat you better than this person. I know I do them better than this person. So why is this going on? So yeah, that's week 3, child. Week 4, you got the 2 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. So it's just gonna be a long month of ignoring people, I guess, and moving on, child. Let's see. All right, so with this 2 of Swords, the 2 of Swords over the Justice. Maybe there's a Libra you're going to ignore. There's something you're going to block out. Now, it could be somebody ignoring the justice rules to do something backhanded, week 4, to sabotage your success, to once again try to block you. This could also be you ignoring, I don't know, let me resonate. Let me clarify. Here, can you clarify the 2 of Swords and the 5 of Swords? Yeah, because that's 7 of Swords. Somebody is going to try to retaliate. Be careful. This is giving somebody's going to try to retaliate because you are moving forward and you're trying to do what's right. So let's see. Can you clarify the 2 of Swords? Maybe somebody's trying to outrun karmic justice, illusions with a moon. Page of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and the Lovers. Somebody's gonna try to come back and befriend you and try to start a new beginning, trying to work with you. You're not gonna go with it with this 2 of Swords. Maybe it's something you already see coming. Aquarius, Pisces, Gemini, Earth sign, Aries at the bottom of the deck with the Tower. Somebody is not expecting you to block. Somebody, Capricorn, were you a pushover at one point? Because you hurting folks' feelings blocking people out. But it's funny because it is giving, they're mad about you blocking them, but not about their actions. And that's why it's probably like some people that think that they just sitting here getting over on you. And maybe it's some people that were used to getting over on you, used to playing in your face, Anything else if this is not the case? Is there another spread if that is not the case? Let's see, major, minor court. Karmic cycle, confusion, turmoil. Yeah. Okay. So somebody is not going to argue anymore, or you're ignoring the conflict or whatever it is that is going on. From week 3 with the justice, whatever that happened, it's going to cut out all anger, arguments, and conflict. And this person might try to cut you off and ignore you. This is giving the energy of if you called somebody out in week 3 who was doing some fuck shit at work or at home or whatever relationship that was toxic, they gonna be in their feelings because you called out their bullshit, and they gonna ignore you because they don't want to fight. Anything else? Twin flame journey, blocked, silence. So if this is somebody, if this was somebody that you had an attachment with, you were obsession holding on, if they were attached and obsessed with you, they are not going to want to fight anymore, but you're still probably gonna block them. Because this 5 of Swords, this person is solo. So they walked away and they're just stuck resting and recovering from the situation. So whatever it was probably very toxic and just kept your nervous system in unrest. But luckily you're on a soul mission path, so blocking them out will push you further forward on your divine path. It's so funny how people can believe in religion, but when it comes to them having a purpose in life, they just think it doesn't click to them to follow their intuition. They're just like, okay, let me just get a 9 to 5 just to stay alive, and 9 to 5 just to stay alive. I don't know why Beyonce keeps coming up. There's somebody who's a Capricorn. One of y'all like Beyonce? How come? I'm joking. But yeah, that's what I get for week 4. Anything else that may pertain to relationships outside of career? The same thing. 9 to 5, just stay alive. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, signs, synchronicities, working on it, planning. Okay, so there's going to be a feminine energy that's going to be living her best life, celebrating, dating, working on something, following the signs and synchronicities, to move away from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who may be working on trying to work things back with you. But you're still going to ignore them. So this Libra, maybe from week 3, they're still probably going to try to come and work with you. Oh, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with fake illusions. But you gonna spot that shit. Capricorn got that nabbit. You gonna be on it, okay? Your spidey sense is gonna be tingling, okay? You have had enough. All right, so that's week 4. Week 5, you have the Death card, 10 of Cups, Strength, Major upright, minor reverse, Major court upright, minor reverse. Okay. What is that? King of Cups, King of Wands was to clarify the Strength card. So maybe this is a fire sign. Okay, so maybe there is a Scorpio that you're going to be ignoring. Maybe you leaving It's going to change the dynamic of a family or work group. Maybe somebody gonna be bitter as hell because the Five of Swords is over the Strength card. So somebody gonna be bitter, y'all. Let's see, major, minor quartz. As it pertains to relationships, can you clarify this week 5 spread? This is July going into August. This is giving the energy that people only want you around when you're at your best, or they only want you around to talk about stuff that they're comfortable talking about, and they like sweeping stuff under the rug. They like getting away with stuff. They don't like addressing real issues. And Capricorn, you're probably the person that's be like, y'all don't see this bullshit. Y'all ain't gonna talk about this bullshit. Y'all fine playing with this bullshit. Oh, okay. Next. Not my Cappies. Yeah. Now, it could be a family and group dynamic looking at the changes, looking at an ending, trying to be strong, trying to hold back. This could be you trying to be strong, trying to hold back as somebody's turning their back against you. But at the end of the day, you know that's for the best for you. So it's just like, let's go, taking a gamble. All right, can you clarify week 5, June going to July? Death clarified by toxic behavior, control, manipulation. 10 of Cups, passion, desire, fantasy, spiritual awakening. So, so you cutting out this toxic behavior. Let's say major, yes, no. Okay. Chat. I guess that is together. Oh, so you cutting out this toxic behavior is going to have a group or a community very, very attracted to your spiritual awakening. And you are probably going to try to have to stay strong and just not be like, I don't know, if you're used to like being alienated and pushed out by people, when they finally try to bring you in, you may be like, this is fake as hell, y'all. I don't want to deal with this. Can you clarify Strength card? Yeah, confusion, turmoil. Like people gonna come out the woodworks. Yeah, people are gonna come out the woodworks trying to reach out to you and just be like, no, I don't. It's giving like people trying to come to you for clout after you glow up. That's really what it's looking like. All right, but luckily you got 4 more weeks. You got till the end of July, going into August to deal with that. Okay, so don't stop. Get it. Now that is your full monthly energy forecast. Let's get some. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Signs. Leo, Scorpio. What is 10 of Cups? Pisces. Aquarius. Libra. Heavy on the Libra. Taurus with the 7 of Pentacles. Cancer with the Chariot. Wheel of Fortune. Any fixed signs. And I would say any water sign with the Knight and Ace of Cups, okay? Major, minor, court, both. All right, so Spirit, what shadow aspects will my Capricorns have to address this month. Escape from stillness, distraction, inner turmoil, avoidance. So don't try to run from your problems. They're only going to follow you until you face them, okay? Anything else? Know it all, overcompensation, defensiveness, ego shields. Anything else? Your shadow holds power. So you may be trying to push somebody away or push some people away because you feel like you know it all. Be careful. Your shadow holds power, integration, depth, alchemy. So look at your shadow self. What is this know-it-all talking about? Let me see, major, minor chord. Which one does that clarify? Victim came out. Helplessness, external blame, learned powerlessness. So I can see how this victim can be for a know-it-all because you put yourself in a victim mentality, so you become overly defensive. It's like, I already know what they're gonna try to talk about. I already know, like, I don't even want to hear it because you want some bullshit. So yeah, be careful that you're not triggered because, like, even I don't know, even if it is toxicity, like, you really need to learn how to, like, if it affects you and makes you be so defensive and shut off, it can block your energetic alignment for all the goodness that comes in. So when you have people, some people just aren't ready to hear the truth. And if you're a truth teller, some people have their own shit going on, so they may come at you for whatever reason, and that is okay. You know who you need to stay away from for your own mental health, and that is fine. But at the same sense, you shouldn't allow that to harden your heart and that exterior for everybody, if that is you. Also, don't forget to neglect yourself. Okay. Neglect yourself and suppress just because you feel like you're ashamed for being you. Your inner critic feel like you've been humiliated before, so you want to suppress your identity for the sake of not being made fun of or anything. Child, take what resonates. Okay. Now let's end it. Spirit, can you give me any insights, any final messages for my Capricorn placements? Any messages for my Capricorn placements? Wit and adaptability. You sly fox, you. Today requires adaptability. Change is inevitable, but those who can adjust quickly will find opportunities in the chaos. Stay calm, respond flexibly, and use your cleverness to find the best solution. Okay? Anything else? Intuition and mystery. Trust your intuition today. Often the answers aren't obvious, but your inner guidance is the truest one. Look inward and unravel the hidden mysteries, allowing yourself to embrace deeper wisdom. So I'm talking to a Capricorn that is really smart, really witty, because the fox and the owl, they're some smart mamma jammas. Fox, so you're probably attractive too. And you probably have some darkness in you and you be up at night. Anything else, Spirit? Last card, purity and tranquility, snowflake. The purity and tranquility of snowflakes bring inner peace. And all that justice that came out, like, you are really trying to find your peace this month. Today is the time to slow down and embrace the quiet calm. Like a snowflake, gently fall into serenity and enjoy the stillness. restoring your inner balance. Card at the bottom of the deck is release and healing. A lunar eclipse symbolizes release and healing. Today, it's a time to let go of old burdens, especially emotional ones. Through releasing, you make space for new energy to flow in. All right, Capricorn. So this has been your monthly energy forecast. If you like the way I read, do not hesitate to like, comment, or subscribe. And keep in mind, if you need help overcoming roadblocks or obstacles, or if you just want somebody to help you learn how to trust your intuition more, keep in mind I do have summer coaching specials going on now that end in August. All right, so like I said, I do coaching to help people overcome these problems. We're not just going to be talking about it. Okay, so yeah, I hope that helped. Links in the description box if you want to know more about coaching. And that's it. I hope you have a wonderful week. Next week, I'll be doing relationship readings. Okay, so yeah, let's get up for that. It's going to be going through individuals, you, me, and the blockages, as well as how you guys mirror each other. And I'm doing the same thing for relationships reading. I do all signs, so earth sign, your part one, and then I break into individual signs where I get their head space, heart space, 3D, and the push and pull dynamics of the relationship. All right, so that is it, and I hope this helps. And until next time, happy healing.